Good morning, my YouTube viewers. It is Palestine here. Welcome to my channel. I'm making my video this morning because my boyfriend has been sick all day yesterday and last night with suspected food poisoning. And so he went to the shop last night and got some Pepto-Bismol. I won't take Pepto-Bismol. But he got some Pepto-Bismol. And I told him that maybe he would feel better if he made himself sick. So he did get sick. He was sick in the middle of the night because I could hear it going on in the bathroom because I have a really tiny apartment and there's not really any way that you can't hear it. And I asked him, I said, "Are you okay?" And he said yes, that he was just sick in the middle of the night. And so I said, okay. And so this morning I got up because I had to get up this morning and make a video on my data science channel. It's Crystal X if you like data science. And so we were worried that he was going to be sick. So he said that he wasn't going to go to church. I thought, well, if you're sick, then don't go to church. And I would just go to church with my friend, my dyslexic friend. And then, so I got up at 7 o'clock this morning because I wanted to make a video. It was a 45-minute video on hypothesis testing, if you're interested in hypothesis testing in R. And so I was up at 7. I didn't know it was going to be a 45-minute video, but when I finished it, it was 45 minutes. And then I decided, okay, well, I need to go ahead and put my clothes on and get dressed because I wanted to get dressed before my dyslexic friend comes because I don't want him to, nobody wants to see a 65-year-old body, And then so I asked my boyfriend how he's feeling. I went into the bedroom because all I have is a kitchen, a bathroom, and bedroom. I don't have a living room. If I had a living room, it would be fantastic because my boyfriend could move his things into the living room, but I don't have a living room. So I asked my boyfriend, "Are you okay?" He said he was feeling better. And then I told him, I said, "Don't you ever eat any more of that yogurt you get at the handouts anymore." So we think he's got food poisoning. I hope it's food poisoning because I don't want to get it because I have this illness called DNV. It's called diarrhea and vomiting. And I don't want to get that because if I have that, I won't be able to go to work while I've got it. And so I hope I don't have that. And then so far, I'm not sick. He was sick, and he said he feels better now. So we're thinking it's food poisoning. And we were talking about what he ate, what he's been eating. And he said that we thought about it, and we decided that the only thing that he ate that I didn't eat was the yogurt that we got from the handout because I don't like the look of it. I won't eat it. People get upset because I won't eat certain foods, but I don't like the look. If I don't like the look of something, I'm not going to eat it because I have been given food poisoning before and it's not very nice. Food poisoning is really horrible. And you can, if your immune system is compromised or you're quite elderly, you could die from food poisoning. So I'm not eating anything that I don't like the look of. And I can give you lots of stories about food poisoning. I got food poisoning at my boyfriend's daughter's house one time, and nobody ever admitted to what they did to give me the food poisoning. But I do know that my boyfriend's daughter hates me, and so I wouldn't put it past her to put something in the food. And then to make me ill, and I was ill for a week, was really terrible food poisoning because I didn't actually throw up, but I was nauseous and sick for a week. And since my boyfriend's daughter hates me, I wouldn't put it past her to put something in the food, put rat poison or something like that in the food. And then another time I got food poisoning was a long time ago, eating some dodgy bacon. And I got food poisoning from that, and that was horrible. I was sick for several days. And he was my fiance, not, it was my ex-husband that I've talked about him before. He wouldn't give me anything to drink, and I had to actually crawl to the bathroom and cut my hands and put water from the bathroom in my hands and drink it, because he wouldn't bring me any water. And that was a really awful experience. I could have died from that. And then, and I've already talked about what a nasty man my ex-husband is. And then I had another incident of egg poisoning by eating a dodgy egg. You have to be careful with eating eggs. And so now I just try to be really careful what I eat, especially after I got poisoned at my boyfriend's daughter's house. I'm really careful what I eat. And I spoke to my mom. She said she doesn't like to eat other people's food either. She said that, like this church that she goes to, they have like potlucks, and she said she doesn't want to eat the food. She says, because you just never know. You never know. And that's right. You never know what they've put in it. And then they had this other incident with this woman in Australia that she poisoned her estranged husband's family with mushrooms, and she was found guilty of that. And so you just never know. You never know what people are going to put in the food. But if I fix dinner for somebody, I've got a small kitchen so they can see me cooking it. They can see what I put in it. They can see me dishing it out on the plate. So I don't think there's much chance of me poisoning anybody, not in my current apartment anyway. And then, but what we think is another incident, the final incident, I got some bread from the handout, and the bread was old, past its sell-by date, and I got sick from that. And I just decided I'm not eating any more bread that we get from the handout. I will go to the shop and I'll buy the bread, but I'm not eating any more bread from the handout. It's just not worth it. It's not worth it. And then basically, so we believe that this yogurt that my boyfriend got from the handout has made him sick, because that's the only thing that he ate that I didn't eat, because I'm not going to eat something if I don't trust it, because I've had food poisoning too many times. And that's another issue about the food poisoning, because these stores, I believe in France, I think it's France, that they made it a law that stores are not allowed to throw out food they can't sell, that they have to give it to the poor. But in the UK, maybe it's food that's past its sell date, because all the food we get is either on the sell-by date or past the sell-by date. But the food that you get given at the handouts in the UK is really old. It's really old food. It's either on the sell-by date or past the sell-by date. And sometimes, like, the fruit and vegetables that they give us are rotten. I mean, you can look at it, like when you're in the handout and you're volunteering at the handout, you can see if a piece of fruit is rotten. So why are you going to try to give that to a poor person? But they just think that poor people are going to eat rotten fruit, and poor people are not going to eat rotten fruit. And so basically, so many times that we would get fruit from the handout and we'd bring it home, and it was all moldy and rotten and everything, and we had to throw it out. So there's some fruit, if I know it's going to be moldy and rotten, I just won't get it. Like, I love melons and things like that, but they give you the melon in a box, and then you open up the box or open up the carton, and it's all moldy and you can't eat it. So even though I love melons, I won't get that fruit because I know I have to throw it away. And I just have a tiny little trash can too. So that's just more stuff for me to throw away. And that's what these businesses and stores do. So they give their old food that they can't sell to the handouts. So then they don't have to pay to have it disposed of because the handouts come and collect the food. So they don't have to pay to have this old food that they can't sell or that's past its sell-by date disposed of. And so I won't eat bread from a handout because I got sick from old bread in a handout. And now I told my boyfriend, I said, don't have any more of that yogurt. Because the thing is the yogurt has expired. Its sell-by date has passed when they get it. That's why they're giving it to us, because the sell-by date has passed. So they would rather give this yogurt and other food to poor people, and then they don't have to pay to dispose of it. And then, so it's past its sell-by date. When you get it, you don't know how long it's been sitting out for. And so I told my boyfriend, I said, don't. And then the yogurt is nasty, nasty. You know, I just like vanilla. I just like plain yogurt, and I'll put some honey in it, or maybe vanilla yogurt or something. But these flavors of yogurt they give you are nasty, like mangoes or something like that. You know, they can't give you just a plain yogurt or a vanilla yogurt or something like that. And then so he said no, he's not going to eat any more yogurt from the handout. Because again, it's old when you get it, and you don't know how long it's been setting out. And since you don't know how long it's been setting out, it's got bacteria in it and everything. And so my boyfriend got sick, and I told him not to eat any more of that yogurt. So even though the food is free, doesn't necessarily mean that it's good. So the best thing to do is, if you're destitute and you have to go to a handout, the best thing to do is be really choosy about the food that they give you. And if they try to give you rotten food, don't take it. Don't take it. If you know it's going to be rotten when you get home, don't take it. And so that's what I wanted to make this video on. And I had a call come in from my dyslexic friend on my phone, and I didn't take it. So I guess I better take that call now. So thank you so much for watching my video. And I've got another video I'm going to make tomorrow. So if you like my video, please like and subscribe. And it means a lot to me that you watch my video, watch my cancer journey, watch my life journey. And I will be communicating with you tomorrow because I have another video that I want to make tomorrow.